I, 30-year-old female, caught my husband, 31-year-old male, in an affair and I don't know how to move on. Welcome to today's video on the Gossip Corner. Today's story comes from a post found on our relationships on Reddit, and it was posted by Oh Who A Eskimo. Today's story actually has an update as well, so I'll be talking about that at the end. Let's jump straight in. I've suspected things had been going on for a while, but kept brushing it off. I thought he would never do that to me. Since around April, he's been refusing my attempts to have sex most of the time, sitting differently on the couch to where he's facing away from me, little things. It's with one of our good friends. She came to my house a few weeks ago. She's texted me, she's pretended to be there for me. I found out because I rolled over and they were having a Snapchat conversation. She said she wished she could be there to hold him, and he summarized that I tried to seduce him last night and mocked it. I confronted him and he admitted it. He said that it was because quarantine was stressful. He does not want to work things out. He thinks of me only as a friend in his heart. When I told her husband, he confronted her and apparently they actually kissed back in February. I think at that moment I was never going to be enough for him. We used to be so happy. The week before they kissed, we celebrated Valentine's Day together. He bought us a nice bottle of wine for our anniversary. We had fun. We were perfect. I don't know where to go from here. We've been married only about a year. I feel like he took so much from me and doesn't even want to go to therapy or work this out. I don't want to leave my house, but everywhere in it I see him. He chose her. I've been cheated in every relationship I've ever been in. He was supposed to be my forever. I don't know what to do. I've made therapy appointments, but I was also laid off last month, so I have too much free time to analyze every single moment where he might have been lying to me or where I made myself pathetic trying to cling to him. How do I start to get through this? This is honestly so heartbreaking. I can't imagine getting 1 year into a marriage just to discover that your partner is cheating on you. And judging by what she's written in the post, it seems like there were genuinely no warning signs. And it's sad because it seems like she may have had a tiny bit of an inkling as to what may be going on, but she just ignored it because she truly believed that this person loved her and would never hurt her like this. I don't understand why he even married her if it literally took less than a year for him to already get feelings for somebody else. How do you go from being completely in love with somebody to seeing them as only as a friend in your heart? I think what makes it so much worse as well is that she said that she's been cheated on in every single relationship that she's ever been in. She probably even convinced herself that her past experiences were just making her paranoid. The fact that he doesn't even want to go to therapy or try working anything out just really goes to show the kind of person that he is. OP is obviously so much better off without him, and at least he showed his true colours 1 year in instead of 10 years in. I know she asked, how do I start to get through this? But I feel like in a situation like this, time will truly heal it. There's nothing that anyone can say or do that's going to make you feel better because the reality of it is that you are suffering a loss. Time will heal this. And I guess just reminding yourself that it's better that she found out rather than live in a fake happy marriage. Your husband is a POS, your friend is a POS, and you are so much better off without them. I'm just going to start reading out some of the comments. Obita Dicta commented, you can't go to therapy and work this out. It only gets worked out if both people want to put the effort in. And your husband has made it very clear he's not interested in trying to make the relationship work. He directly told you that. You need to find a lawyer and file for divorce. Tamia Redguard commented, the only way forward from here is divorce. Your husband is not only a cheating scumbag, but he shows no remorse or desire to fix things, and one person can't hold a relationship together on their own. For this last comment, I actually really don't like it, but I'm going to read it out anyway. It's by TFR5015. Cheating aside, you do need to go get therapy for the line you dropped at the end about being cheated on in every relationship. Clearly there's something about you unresolved that allows people that abuse boundaries to sniff you out and take advantage of you. I mean, I can kind of see where this person is coming from, but the way the comment has been worded just seems really wrong to me. There is absolutely nothing wrong with OP. The problem is within her husband. The problem lies with people who cheat, not with the people who get cheated on. And I feel like this comment is a little bit victim blamey, even though he may not have intended for it to be that way. As I mentioned, this story actually has an update, so I'm going to go ahead and read that now. First of all, I just want to thank everyone here for the support I received following my first post back in August. At the time, it truly felt like my world was ending. It was important to me to make this update because I need to tell anyone who's currently going through the same thing, it gets better. You will get so much better. I've had one conversation with my husband since everything happened, by his choice. It lasted maybe 5 minutes and was like talking to a robot. I know from others that he cries to people about how he ruined his life, but I have never once gotten an apology or the same show of regret. At this point, I don't care. I know him and the other woman are still seeing each other, and frankly, they deserve each other. Good for them. While I still feel angry occasionally, I no longer mourn what I once had. Instead, I'm so excited for the life I now get to live. I moved to a small, walkable city and gave myself my dream apartment. It makes me so happy to see how I've decorated it and just to live in a cozy place instead of our old, dreary house. I was the breadwinner in our marriage, and he would make me feel awful about wanting to pay for nice meals or do fun things. Since moving here, I've done a ton of foodie fun stuff and don't feel guilty. It's so refreshing. I have dipped my toe into the dating pool again and had plenty of mediocre dates from dating apps. Recently, I found someone who I've really clicked with and am enjoying how appreciated and desired he's made me feel. It's definitely early and we're moving slow, but overall, dating has made me realize that I'm a catch who doesn't have to settle. Therapy has done wonders, and I'm so happy I immediately dove into it. My therapist is proud of me. I'm proud of me. I've stopped looking at being divorced as a failure. He failed, not me. I'm genuinely happy and excited to wake up each morning and no longer feel like this terrible weight is sitting on my chest. The holidays were surprisingly easy, and I found myself so happy to spend time with my family without having to compromise anything. So all in all, life is good and there's so much of it ahead. Looking back, I can't believe I wasted so much time thinking about how I could get him to come home. I've made my own home and my own happiness, and that is worth so much more. I am so glad that OP gave us an update for this situation, and I'm so glad to hear that she's doing so well. No one should ever have to settle and be with someone who doesn't treat them right. And I genuinely think that the best revenge you could ever get is to truly move on and be happy and show that person that you are so much better off without them. That is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoy it. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.